here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Little. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Here's prime time. 7 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, and Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He is going to have a discussion here on the sideline. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. You look at primetime. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime,
teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Primetime. Here's Holmgren. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Celtics leading by 6. Here's Primetime. He's got 9. A 3-ball. A 3-pointer is right on target. Primetime's got 12 points in the game.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Little. Williams with a clean look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Primetime's shot is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thunder trailing by 9. Pass to Caruso. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. Well, with this break in the action, let's see which players have had the hot hand lately. Here are the top scorers in the past month. You look at Primetime, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 behind him. Another guy who can get a lot of points, top 5.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially. especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Here's Primetime. He's got 15. Puts up a three. Rebound by Williams. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. Now, here's Caruso. Defense right on him. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. Here's Williams, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got 7.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Primetime, defended by Caruso. He gets it in there. 20 points for Primetime.
As hot as he's in this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. A crossover. Rebound by the Celtics. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Now, Caruso. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Caruso after the made shot from Primetime. Little kicks to Williams. And here is Caruso. Still without a basket. Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Primetime. 22 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Boston. The tray. Boston grabs the miss. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And again it will fall. Basket good there from Primetime. Primetime's got 26 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Kenrich Williams comes in for Nasir Little. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. White, he's checked in for the Celtics. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 18. Williams scanning the floor. Can they get it? Another shot. Was shot by Williams, no good.
Team's rebounding is a great... Oh! Yikes! Look out below! About that finish. Oof. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Williams. What a tremendous game he played against New York. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You take a look at the Thunder. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And, you know, for the Thunder, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year. And they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Thunder on D after the made shot from primetime, and the three ball is good.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Williams sets a screen for Williams. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Williams has got 9. Boston leading by 21. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Joe Cool.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, primetime in the last game against the Rockets had a huge night. He scored an incredible number of points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't made one yet. Primetime's shot is good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Thunder with the possession here. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. He had a nice open look right there. Joe's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Drives to the hoop. Here's Primetime. And another one falls. Amazing.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Joe can't get it to go. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Houston.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Here's Wallace after the made shot from Primetime. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from Brown.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe try. To get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Boston, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they
connects again from distance.
And folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record. And it's the Celtics ball. Here's Primetime. And again.
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history.
And next up on this list, Harden. And just like Harden, he's a determined scorer. When he gets on a roll, the defense is helpless.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You look at prime time. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the vote.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They've built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brown, right side. With his first shot attempt, again, the Celtics good for 2.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights when you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Celtics making a switch here. Cornette's checked in.
Luke Cornett.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wallace looking for an opening. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Goes up on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Primetime's got 54 points. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Primetime. He's guarded by Williams. Primetime's shot is good.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Williams, a screen on Brown. And that one, good. Joe's got 6. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Primetime. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Joe.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
There's the screen. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Trains the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside Williams. Pass to Joe. Williams, a screen on Brown. Joe passes to Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. Here's Primetime. Wallace covering. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Primetime. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta.
Sometimes, trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Primetime. And yet another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Williams. Little, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cason Wallace. Crafty move. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Williams passes to Holmgren. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Celtics making a switch here.
Sam Hauser.
Williams in the post, guarded by Porzingis. A clear look for Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
CTH, can't teach height. Porzingis is big and completes the play.
Taken away by Holiday. Porzingis at the elbow. Over Williams. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. He trains the quick shot.
And the scoring just goes up and up every year for Shea. That pull-up jumper, that's confirmation of how good he is.
Here's Primetime. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Primetime, defended by Caruso. And he's good on the 3-ball. 65 points for Primetime.
And Wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Williams scanning the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Gilgeous-Alexander, some imaginative offense on that play.
Here's Primetime.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the call will be against Primetime. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. White's checked in. Williams with the ball. He's got 12. Little can't hit. Here's Primetime. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Primetime. Sinks that one from the post. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Caruso with the ball. Here's Little. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Primetime. Defended by Caruso. Here's Primetime. And another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Pass to Holmgren. And here is Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. 1:33 left to play here in the half. Here's Primetime. Defended by Caruso. 5 to shoot. Riggs banked in off the glass.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And yes, it's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Primetime. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty. Possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Holmgren finds Caruso. No good with the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Little. Porzingis with the block.
And Porzingis showing some of those signs from early on in his career. He was a great shot blocker.
"17 seconds left in the first half of the game. The Thunder with another miss. Here's primetime. Non-stop scoring machine here. For three. Traps in the tray.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach is pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And so it's Boston, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hey folks, first off, a bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start. No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Celtics.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from primetime.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get.
Too much at that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Brett, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed, and they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Passed a little. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Little. From deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Here's primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And again for 3.
Another 3.
I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. To the paint, here's Williams, and he banks in the layup. Williams has got 14 points for the game.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Here's prime time. That three off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's prime time. Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. And that one's good, Caruso.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. Well, he's leading everyone in points right now. His teammates keep feeding him the ball, and he keeps delivering.
Thunder have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Little kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Little sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wing jumper offline. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's prime time. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And now Look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Nice D from Porzingis. The Celtics have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Primetime, defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper. And it's Primetime missing. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they recover it. The Thunder with another miss. Boston has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Primetime. Non-stop scoring machine here. Launches a 3, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. Some changes. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. "19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Williams. Wallace outside. Williams sets a screen for Wallace. And the 3 off target. And so it's Boston, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what...
A bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Wallace. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Primetime. And it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets... to go.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing him shake loose in the mid-range.
Outside, Horford. Here's Primetime, covered by Joe. And it's Primetime missing. For Oklahoma City, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Joe. Takes the three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Williams in the post, working on Horford. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Primetime. Makes it off the glass. Primetime's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Celtics shoot here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Down low, Joe. Rebound. On Boston. Pritchard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Primetime. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 25 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Here's Primetime, and good! There's another.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Here's Primetime. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next game.
And again for 3.
And, guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Horford.
A lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on.
Connects again from distance.
And with that made three, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Good work there as it goes.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's prime time. On the rebound goes to the Thunder. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Son, if you keep shooting that much, we're going to call you coach.
On them, Alexis.
Well, if your New Year's resolution is to be